Every high achiever out there journals, and once I realized that, I told myself, Martin, you are going to journal too.
Finally, we must set our intention for what we want to happen this day. Because if you don't plan for success, then it might not ever come.
You want to, in your morning routine, take the time to write in a journal so you actually can detect your values, reconnect with your goals each day, get to know yourself even more, because awareness is the beginning of transformation.
Notes or do a voice memo. I use the Bear app and I journal for about 10 to 30 minutes every single day. Because what I've noticed is that when I create, I feel great. You start really getting clarity of your thoughts, like what do I want to do with the day? How am I feeling about my relationships? How am I feeling about myself?
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I do a gratitude exercise where I ask myself, usually in bed, what am I most grateful for today?
And I'm here to tell you, my friend, it will begin for you in the morning. So create your ideal routine and stick to it. Don't pick up the phone, don't check the inbox, don't check the voice messages, don't do what everyone else says. Instead, craft your day and craft your life and start with that before responding to everybody else. And all of a sudden you say, oh my gosh, I've got my life back again.
So many people recommended it that eventually I was like, I'm just gonna try it because so many people are recommending it. And it ended up being a huge game changer because I went from not really believing I could achieve insane things to slowly over time, the more times I wrote it down, the more I started to actually, really visualize it and believe that I could do it. And that belief and that mindset was a game changer for me in actually going and accomplishing the things I wanted to accomplish, as well as every single day I started the day refocusing on what was, my goal and my aim, which helped me continue my progress toward it.
Do something for 10 minutes minimum. If you don't have 10 minutes, you don't have a life.
I've been journaling now for about 4 years, and journaling really helped me to push through difficult times. I also contribute at least some of my success and my positive attitude to journaling. I am 100% convinced that everyone can benefit from journaling, and in this video I want to get into the benefits and why you should journal too. Before I do so, I want to explain what journaling actually is in the first place. Now basically, journaling is the act of sitting down and writing down your thoughts and whatever goes through your mind. You can take that even further and plan out your day, visualize where you want to go, what you want to achieve in your life, and set the tone for the day. This process can take everything from 5 to 30 minutes, maybe even up to an hour. Personally, I keep it short, more like 5 minutes in the morning and then 5 minutes again in the evening to reflect the day, evaluate what I did, what I could have done better, and so on. I use the high performance body journal that I created myself, and the benefits I'm going to refer to specifically that journal, although I would say you get most of those benefits with other journals too. Now, why should you journal? Let me tell you why. Here are 7 reasons why you should start journal and why journaling will lead to high performance. Journaling makes you think about what you want out of life. One thing that you should definitely be doing when you journal is ask yourself what you want to achieve in this life. Where do you want to be in 2, 3, 4 years from now? What do you want to accomplish and how do you want other people to perceive you? What do you want to stand for? Write it down in your journal every day. Yes, every day. And I know it can be repetitive, but that's exactly why we do it. Because if you say it over and over again, you will not only believe in it, but you will also behave in a way that gets you exactly there. I 100% believe that when you tell yourself that you're going to be a happy person and you genuinely believe in that, then you will actually be a happy person and you will behave as a happy individual. If you want to become an online fitness coach, then write it down and you will eventually become one. This actually happened to me. In fact, I have an example that proves exactly this theory. So here I have a journal from November 16th, 2018. And I wrote down that I want to be a full-time online fitness coach. All right? I literally predicted what I'm going to be. Back then I had a 9 to 5. Back then I was in online marketing, but I had a goal. I had a will. And I told myself every single day, I will be an online fitness coach. Today, guess what? I'm an online fitness coach. So very, very important, and probably the most important part. It makes you think ahead. You want to define what path you want to go and really where you want to be. Reason number 2, journaling will help you to become a better human being. When you use the high performance body journal, and by the way, it's right behind me here, this one, it's my journal. If you use that one, then you will be asked some simple questions like, what did you do well today? What could you have done better? What are you proud of? And so forth. Obviously, this is the second part of journaling, the one you do in the evening to reflect the day. This then will allow you to identify what you're doing good, where maybe you need some help, what you need to improve on. Perhaps you were watching a lot of cat videos throughout the day. Perhaps you skipped gym. Perhaps you were angry and snapped at a random person who simply asked for help or 5 minutes of your time. It's important that you acknowledge that and then set yourself new goals and make sure that this doesn't happen again. And step by step, you get better and better and can improve as a human being. Reason number 3, you will be in a much better mood. This comes down to the fact that you will practice positive self-talk. You will ask yourself every single day questions like what you're grateful for, what you're proud of, and by doing so, you will start the day in a much more positive mood. And by the way, this is not something that I made up. In fact, studies have come to the exact same conclusions. Positive self-talk can make you feel better and be more productive. What do you want more? If you tell yourself all the time that you cannot do something, guess what? You will not even try, right? But if you're positive, if you tell yourself that you can do it and that you will do it, then you go after your dreams and you will do whatever it takes and crush it. It's really a great way to practice self-talk, and I can tell journaling, it works. Reason number 4, you will be more proactive rather than reactive. Now ask yourself, how many times have you woken up in the morning and checked the mobile phone, the first thing? Or maybe you went to work and checked your emails. You realize how much you're having to do. You start organizing, you're seeing all these emails you have to process, all these notifications on your mobile phone, the messages, and you already start your day in a reactive state. This is not good. You give your time for other people and you give your time to others instead of focusing on your goals and what you actually want to achieve that day. Now, if you journal, then it's very, very important that you do this first thing in the morning, before checking social media, before checking emails, before you do anything really. And in this journal, you will ask, okay, what are the 3 top priorities of the day? What I like to do is simply start the day with one of those tasks, because again, once I do so, I have already accomplished something. And then once I've done that, then I can answer to all the emails and all the messages and whatever. I'm much more productive this way, and I can really make sure that I achieve my goals rather than losing myself in the inbox and never really come to an end. Number 5, journaling improves your physical health. And this might sound weird because, well, journaling will not work out for you, it will not eat healthily for you, but it helps you planning and scheduling in those workout sessions. In fact, the High Performance Body Journal, again, the one I have right here, asks you every week and basically every day what you do for your physical as well as for your mental health. And this is equally important as physical health. There will be questions like, how do you make sure that you drink enough water? What time of the day will you do something for your physical health? When will you do something for your mental health? Meditating, just thinking about life, taking some time off, things like that. I'm an online fitness coach, and I know when my clients journal, particularly when they use this journal, then they will get better results simply because they plan out more carefully, and the journal kind of reminds them of their goals, and it's kind of a tool to make sure that they're on track with their fitness goals. Number 6, journaling forces you to set goals. The very first pages in the High Performance Body Journal are actually goal setting framework pages, which forces you to set goals. Whether it's in business, family, relationships, whatever it is, you have to define a goal, and you also need to write down why do you want to achieve it and how you're going to achieve it. And I think those two questions are equally as important as setting a goal in the first place. What's more is that every Sunday is planning day, you are going to define what are the highest priorities are of the upcoming week. For me, that's been an absolute game changer, because now I realize how much I can achieve in a single week. I think most people underrate that. Like it's crazy. You can read a book in a week. You can do a diet and lose 1 kilogram of body fat. You can literally start building out your own business in a week, right? You just need to have the goal, you need to have the will, write down what you actually have to do, and then go after it. You will be amazed what you can do in only 7 days. 7th and last reason why journaling leads to high performance. Well, this is more like a bonus. Journaling is kind of a memory keeper. I can literally go through my old journals, and by doing that, I can realize how far I've come. Again, the journal from November 16, 2018, I wrote down here as a struggle of mine. It says, I need to make gym performance profitable. Now, back then it was a side hustle. Back then I already spent hours and hours every single day into my online coaching business. It was not profitable. Now, obviously it is, otherwise I could not have made the switch into full-time online coaching. All right, another example I wrote down here. I spent too much time doing nothing. I'm not very productive, and I spend a lot of time on social media. Guess what? I literally don't use social media at all, or for my posts, or for publishing my content. It has changed a lot, and again, I contribute that to journaling. Another cool thing, when I read through those achievements, or when I go through journals that I've written down like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I look at it and I just think, Martin, you've came such a long way, man. And it's really like a motivation booster kind of, because I can see, okay, maybe I'm doing so much better than I actually think. Good job, Martin. Now, these are all great reasons why you should start journaling. Again, you can do it on an empty piece of paper, like this one from 2018. However, this I found a bit difficult because I didn't know exactly what to write, what the structure should be, what format I should use. Especially as a beginner, I think it's hugely beneficial if you have kind of a template, some predefined questions to answer. And this is exactly why I created the High Performance Body Journal. It includes questions that just makes everything easier. You have a structure, you have a framework, and besides it being just a journal, it also includes the goal setting framework that I mentioned earlier. It includes daily pages, like the morning mindset and then the evening reflection. So 2 times per day, like again, 5 minutes each, it's nothing. It contains weekly pages, 1 Saturday where you reflect the week and see what you did well, what you need to do better next week. And then Sunday is the planning day, where you ask questions, when are you going to do sports? What is the most important thing of this week, and so forth. And yeah, this is the reason why I use this journal myself. It's also the journal I give to my clients, and again, I can tell they get just much better results in their fitness journey, but they also develop a much stronger, enhanced mindset, a really positive mindset. And if you want to use the same one, I will drop the link to the website here in the comments. Feel free to use it. If not, then that's cool too. Anyway, I highly recommend you start journaling because there are so many benefits to it.